important. When taking catfish, it is very rich. It's very rich in omega-3 fatty acid, which helps to lower the amount of cholesterol in the blood. So it is advisable for our health to eat more of catfish barbecue and catfish pepper soup. To the next slide. Alright, so I'll be talking firstly on how to prepare catfish pepper soup. So these are the recipe needed. You get your fresh fish, your pepper, your onion, the curry is optional. So you get your curry, then the fish seasoning and barbecue spice and the foil. Alright, down to the procedure. While doing the barbecue, the first thing you have to take note is the kind of fish you want to use. It is advisable to get your fresh fish so that at the end, at the final product, the taste will come out nice. So it is advisable to get your fresh catfish and do the washing yourself. Alright, so after getting your fresh fish, you set it aside and you gather your pepper. They are called wet ingredients. So you gather your pepper, the pepper and onion. So you grind it, you bring it together. You set aside inside a bowl. You pour the grained pepper inside a bowl. So you add the seasonings like in the previous slides. The seasoning which includes the wet and the dry ingredients, the onions, the Maggi, fish seasoning. Yes, like that. You mix everything together. Alright, so you set it aside and coming back to your fish, already washed fish. So you make a little cut. I added S to it, a little cut on the body, as you can see in the slides. A little cut on the body so as to fill in the pepper mix. The pepper mix has to do with the pepper, onion, the ingredients mixed together. So you fill in the pepper mix inside thoroughly, as you can see in the slides. Yes. Alright, so after filling the pepper mix in the cut, so you get a flat table. You make sure your table is flat, something like this. Yeah. You get a flat table, then you place your foil paper. After placing your foil paper, then you place your fish inside. When you place your fish inside, then you make sure you wrap the fish very well to avoid slipping out by the time you start grilling. Alright, so you grill for 30 minutes. Mind you, while grilling, make sure that you continually turning the fish to come out well. Alright, so you enjoy and serve with that chips, drinks, and all you enjoy eating. Alright, down to the catfish pepper soup. Like I said, you make it over. You get your fresh catfish to enjoy your pepper soup very well, catfish pepper soup very well. Alright, so you get you are using 1 kg for this one. So you get your fresh catfish, your pepper, your sage leaf, and the rest. Next slide. Alright, so you cut down to the procedure. So you cut the already washed fish into sticks. What do I mean by sticks? It has to do with cutting the head, the middle, and the tail. So this is it in the slide: the middle, the head, and the tail. So you cut it and put it aside. Then you boil some hot water. After boiling some hot water, you pour inside the pieces of the fish. You pour inside the pieces of the fish so as to toughen the meat, so that when you start cooking, it won't scatter. Next slide. Alright, so you place the pieces of the fish inside the pot, then you heat it up. After heating, you make sure you add enough water. Since it's called catfish pepper soup, you needed the water. So you add enough water. You make it level. You level the fish and the water. Make sure there is enough water in the fish. So you add water and you boil for some minutes. So after boiling, you start adding your wet and dry ingredients, which is the pepper, the onion, as you can see in the slides. So after, then you cover so as to cook. Alright, next slide. Okay, so once the catfish is done, that is when you are almost sure that your catfish is ready to eat. So you leave it, you won't start eating immediately. Since it is catfish pepper, so you have to like the camp. So you leave for 5 minutes, then after leaving to steam for 5 minutes, then you start serving. So you should know that while eating pepper soup, it is best advisable to eat while it is hot. Alright, let's go. So in conclusion, Sage Farms has really taught me a lot when it comes to farming, discipline, punctuality, and most especially putting God first with everything. Alright, so in the long run, I am willing to be of great impact to the youth in the knowledge of agriculture to advance this sector. Wow!
Questions and answers.
Boss, some people won't join. They say me accept them. How will be there?
CM, yeah. Good presentation. But next time, it's just an observation, something that can do to your presentation. It's unfair. It's unfair, really, when you make us salivate for nothing. It has made a lot of sense when you have samples for organoleptic assessment. Do you understand? It would make sense that even the judges will just give you 100 over 100. If you had made small pepper soup and served on this particular table, not this table, it would have made sense more. And I think Tokwe too, you know, we learn every day. Tokwe too, during our presentation too, if she had made fish crackers, you understand, a sample of it and distribute on this table, not on that table, it will make a lot of sense too. But really, what's your topic again? No? Okay, that's it, this thing, Abby. Okay. Then also, organogram. Maybe Mosteria and Oke will help me out. Is organogram the department or the leadership or the management structure? Do you understand? I'll need clarification on that. Then most of you too, you're talking about the hatchery, the processing unit. Nobody has mentioned about the school, the training institute, and Sage Farms. Do you get it? Then the only place I saw a little error you can make correction also is that there was one of your slides that you had the clean fish on the ground where there is grass. Can you let me see that picture? Yes, this one. I don't think that's ideal enough. When you're showing such pictures to the world, it should be in a very neat environment. You could have used the stainless steel, or you take that picture there. But you know why I'm happy with all of you guys? You took good pictures, but I was emphasizing it. Every point in time, take pictures. All of your presentations, there's no way you can't stand to present it. All the presentations I've seen so far. I attend conferences within and outside, and I've seen presentations from supposed academicians, and some of them are not even as rich in content like this. So please, all of the pictures you have and this your presentation, some of you, it's going to be a walkover for you when you go back to school and you're doing your presentation. When others are walking, breaking their head, you know what to present. You just do few editing and you are good to go. So, and all the errors, what's it called, the corrections you are making, please note them so that you can fine-tune your presentation. Keep those presentations. I can tell you, there is no way you can't make this presentation. There is no stage you can't make this presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. for showing us pepper soup, but not feeding us pepper soup. But we are not understand the kind of training as well. So how do you want us to know now that truly, when we eat candy pepper soup, especially when it's very hot, and it will show us the kind of hotness, so that we know, okay, is this hotness? So next time we want to eat pepper soup. Then thank you for the wonderful presentation. And one thing that I would like to say about the presentations that I've seen so far is that they are so original, very, very original. And that's in terms of the presentation and the pictorial representation. As it actually shows that you were part of whatever it is that you are talking about. And you know what you are saying because you did it. Not that you just went to the internet, you just download pictures, download everything. So, and this is actually going to be way forward. It's going to be part of your story. Anywhere you find yourself, even if you are not doing fish again, you want to talk about anything, you can use your picture to talk about anything. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. Pretty much almost everything has been said. But I'd say that I think you remind me of my early days in presentation when I would say 1.15 times, just so that I can use that to gain my confidence or something, right? Because I heard pepper mix, I had wet mix, I had onion mix, like 7, 8, 9, 10 times, So I understand that, of course, it might be a new experience for you, but however, I'm saying this not to say that you are wrong, because it's probably your first time ever making a presentation, right? But going forward, or as you're going into school to do your seminars, to do your project events, you want to try as much as possible to put your thoughts together so that you are not unnecessarily making repetitions of points and you're wasting time. But amazing presentation. Most importantly, I love your slides. Well done.
Okay, sorry. Sorry. It's for people to call in.
The next person should come after
Okay. Okay. So then, initially too, you were saying day. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Initially, when you started the presentation, most of your whatever you were referring to day, you should have used to be.
Because you're part of the process.
Because you were part of the whole thing. Is that okay? So, just an observation. How we doing it? Some people want to call in. Some of the people doing online, they want to call in.
What we do is this: the next person should start the presentation. So when it's done, one person is done.
So what you can do is,
You have a slide on the phone.
no, what you can do is extend the screen. Yeah, extend. So drag the presentation to the other screen. No, that is the web page. It's the presentation you want on the screen so that your yeah. No, you still have to take it back. Okay, oh, that's the presentation, I can see it. Okay, I see what you're saying. Only me by. It's vision on your own screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the next person? Who's coming next?
Allow me to pause it. I was praying that I will not come.
Next presenter. Please clap for her. Take her hand.
Hey.
We will present that one. Just give them this one to have their working.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Oke-tojinu, a student of OLUSEGUN University of Science and Technology, Fisheries Department. I'll be making a presentation on cage culture system. These are my table of content. Let's start, please. Organogram of Search Farm Consult. The Search Farm Consult comprises the board of directors, the general manager, which is Mr. Kazim, the archery manager, Mr. Kazim, the pond operator manager, Mr. James, the processing unit manager, Mrs. Smola, the marketing manager, Mr. Bayo, the workers, and the intern. Next. Now, what is cage culture? It involves the rearing of aquatic organisms, fish or shellfish, the fingerlings, juvenile or into commercial size, in a volume of water enclosed on all sides, with cage netting material, including bottom, while permitting the free circulation of water and waste removal through the mesh of the cages. Why cage culture? Yeah, it is cheaper. It utilizes vast available water resources. It allows the use of water for growing aquatic fish of different species. It reduces pressure of fishing in the natural water. It restores the natural water bodies with fingerlings. It helps generate employment both in rural and urban areas. It is convenient to practice. It removes the burden of water changes, and it is easy to harvest. Yes, types of cages. We have 4 types of cages: the fixed cage, the floating cages, the submerged cages, and the submersible cages. Now, the fixed cages consist of net bags suspended to a pole along. It is usually built on a shallow water of 3 to 10 feet. So they make use of pegs and nets. Floating cage consists of frame that float on surface of water. Net bags are suspended from the floating frame so that their bottoms do not touch the ground. These cages are generally used in different bodies of water. Submersible cage, they are built with rivet frame, and they can be submerged into the water, and they can also stay up. The submerged cage, they are deep down into the water, and the fish raised there are majorly benthic fish. So these are the pictures of each type of cage. This is a picture of a fish cage. They make use of the sticks and the net. This is a picture of a floating cage. We make use of a galvanized pipe and a drum which serves as a floater. And this is a picture of a submersible cage and a picture of a submerged cage. Materials for cage construction: metal or plastic drums, which was shown in floating cage, steel, PVC pipe, plastic netting, nylon netting, galvanized iron, nylon or plastic ropes, propelling nets, and polypropylene nets, concrete mooring sinkers, and HDPE ropes, high density polyethylene ropes. Management of fish culture in cage: feeding, harvesting, and net management. Feeding, next one. Yeah, we feed fish in cage mostly with pelletized fish. It can be moist pellet and it can be the normal pellet, and they are fed on a spot. And this is a picture of me feeding a fish. This is a cage culture site at Akowo, and this is me feeding clarias with a pelletized feed. Harvesting. Yeah, harvesting in cage is less labor intensive. You can, if you are doing a partial harvest, you make use of the scoop net to harvest, and if you are doing a total harvest, you can hold the cage, the net outside the cage. If it is a cluster cage, you haul it into a canoe, then take it to the shore. And if it is a single cage, you can just use if you have a lot of hand power, you raise the cage from each anchor, then you scoop the fish out. Netting management. So the netting repairs and adjustments to anchor ropes and net cages should be carried out without any delay. Monthly exchange of nets should be considered, as this ensure good water exchange in the net, thereby washing away fishes on eating food and to certain extent reduce the impact of fouling. So different netting can be used in cage construction, and it depends on the species and the size of fish you're culturing in cage. Tilapia has a standard net they use for culturing them. It can be from 1 to 2 inches, the mesh size. Next slide, please. So this is a photo gallery of some of the activities done in the farm. And this is me demodding a pond. This is a picture of upper installation. And this is a picture of tilapia male female broodstock taking maybe the egg where the female is gravid. And this is a picture of me feeding an herbivorous feed with stockweed. And this is the processing center, a picture of setting a fillet, edge and bone inside the oven. This is a picture of making a cracker, and this is a picture of transporting of ornamental fish. And this is a picture of making a fillet. A picture of sorting, and this is a picture from one of the program held research farm by World Initiative for Soil in Human Health. This is a group picture for the training. The training was based on fish disease and health management. This is a picture from a training from IITA, which I enrolled to be in horticulture class. And this is a picture of making a coconut shell. We're trying to make it, use it as a substrate in hydroponics, removing the inside. And this is a picture. This is a picture of yeah. This is where this was. This is Sultan Beach, and this is when Asana fishermen just caught the fish. So we saw the fish. We have the parrot, the barracuda, and the shell.
Okay.
Next slide. Conclusion. Cage culture is a cheap alternative to land-based aquaculture that saves the practitioner from some management costs, stress, and electricity problem being encountered, and choice of culturing any kind of fish, faster growth for the cage culture fish makes it more viable and sustainable. And I would like to appreciate the CEO of State Farm, Mr. Seguro. Thanks for the opportunity, thanks for the mentor, thanks for the word of encouragement, and Mrs. Mosmola, thank you for giving us your time and taking us through some things. And to my boss, Mr. Azim, thank you so much for the mentor. Thank you for everything. And to Mr. Fair, my party, thank you so much. And to all, thank you.
Questions and answers.
All right, Mosi, thank you for the presentation, and I enjoyed it. And I learned some few things too. The submerged cage too. That's a good one, not common. And you emphasize that it's meant for benthic species. And that's a good one. Then next time if you're doing presentation like this, it's good you have your life jacket on. Do you understand? While on the cage, on the lagoon. You know, we do things like that. Even at times we go there without, but for slides like this, it's better you are fully kitted. And the other thing I like about your presentation is you showed us a picture gallery different from BADAGRY, different from the actual presentation to show some of the activities that happen. Then the last slide that you were trying to this is the one, take it back. No.
Back.
Yes, if you had your life jacket on, it would have made sense. Nobody will attack you for it. But if you do this on an international stage, they'll start telling you, no, you are supposed to have a protective jacket on, stuff like that. Do you understand? So you can actually edit this with the one you have a life jacket on.
Sure.
You have. Then, like this Daniel, I know he didn't really do much on cage control, but the only day he had opportunity to go to that site, he took my life jacket and was taking so many pictures. People would think he's the owner of the life jacket, not knowing his photo post. Do you understand? So, but just try and edit this with the picture of the life jacket. Then the last slide you were trying to say, and then this one too, take that slide back. Yeah, if you notice, we posted this on our platform, the one with the fillet, the fillet. One of my guys too, Prof. Nobody knows it all. He called me, he's in the US, Professor Bobata, he's in Canada. He called, I said, this kind of picture should not go online.
Right.
Yes.
Do you understand? So if you're going to have this kind of picture, make sure you have your gloves, have everything, the apron and everything, and not in an open environment. Do you get it? These are some of the mistakes we are making, but you guys shouldn't make such mistake. Then you see the other picture beside it, the person beside you. I was confused, like, who is this one? He was looking like me. I was like, where did I take this picture with this girl? What's happening? What's happening?
Timothy.
So now Casey that told me is Timothy, so I got my confidence back.
Oh yeah.
So then the last one, the last guy, this one that you were saying, just put it announcing to the beach. Simple. You took too much time trying to explain what was happening there. So you get it. And you mentioned one species before the BADAGRY. What species is that? You cannot confuse us there. If you succeed in confusing me, Casey is there, Ope is there, Musleri is there. You can confuse Mr. Ope with some technical jargon, but not with grammar.
I studied fisheries too.
Yeah, but to some extent, do you understand? So you can see that the table now is now balanced. We have everybody here, so nobody can confuse us. So for the remaining presenters, alright, the table is balanced now. You get it? Thank you very much. I love your presentation.
Daniel, what is my Great farmers, great farmers, Agbeendao. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I still remain my humble self, Jubro Kazim, generally called Casey. Bossy, yeah, you did well. Although Seth has already spoken, he has talked about the corrections. In short, I don't even have anything to say again. But you did well. Kudos to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bossy. Thank you for coming to us. Like you know, these TEDx presenters. So we just, as in, you came in like you were presenting on the platform of TEDx. So thank you. And then I love your confidence and your composure.
Yeah.
Yes, you really did well. You did excellently well. And in fact, I love the pictorial representation of everybody. And one thing that I think I would like to suggest that you all do is that you pin your pictures, put your name on it. Put your name on your pictures because they are part of your properties. So that in case, because if you put this now on the internet, some people want to put up some slides and they will just take it and just put it. So anytime they are using it, anywhere this thing is being shown, let them be saying that this is part of Boss's work. And it goes to everybody too. And especially if it's your work, I'm not talking about where you don't go to the internet to go and download somebody's picture. But it's your own, so it's originally yours. So but just put like this training now, you can put the name of the training of something, then foresee and colleagues doing something, visit at foresee and you don't have to mention the names of everybody. Visit to artisanal. Please, can we have the pictures? Visit to fish landing sites at then the place where you were feeding at a foresee feeding fish at put your name, put your stamp on your pictures. So you did well. And another thing I wanted to say, Serge has already said about the place that I think that's the place that I was like, and when you come as please, then I would like to say that please, anytime you want to take pictures for anything, take note of the surrounding. Please take us off
the internet.
Yes, take us off the internet. Please, I want to say something. All these pictures and videos that we are seeing outside.